Jordan has 4 years of healthcare experience. She's the one who trains the new hires. She's the one who handles the difficult patients. And when they're short-staffed, and listen, they're always short-staffed, she's the one they count on to keep the floor running smoothly. But her resume makes her sound replaceable. So today I'm going to show you 2 resumes. Same person, same experience, same job, but one gets ignored and the other one gets a call back. So let's get into it. Jordan here is 27 years old. She's been a CNA, a certified nursing assistant, at the same long-term care facility for 4 years. She shows up every shift. The other aides come to her because they know she'll have a solution to any problem that comes up. The charge nurse pairs her with the new hires because they trust her to get it right. She's handled patients who are scared, in pain, or even combative. She notices when something's off even before the nurses do. She's trained probably a dozen or more people in her 4 years. She's good at her job. But her resume says, and I want you to hear this. Under experience, she has listed assisted patients with daily living activities, provided basic care including bathing, feeding, and mobility assistance, worked with nursing staff to support patient needs, maintained clean and safe patient environment. That's it, 4 years, and that's all you've got? Jordan doesn't have a degree, so she doesn't think she has anything particularly special to offer. She just thinks she's doing her job. And here's the problem with that thinking. She doesn't lack value, she lacks the language to explain it better. And that's costing her money, real money, every single paycheck. So let's take a closer look at Jordan's resume right now and go through it. Seeking a position in healthcare where I can utilize my skills to help patients. Nobody reads that, and I mean nobody. That sentence could belong to anybody who's ever done any work in any healthcare facility ever. It tells the hiring manager exactly nothing. So let's strike it right now. So look at this list. Every single line is a task, just something that she did, not something she delivered, not something that made a difference to anybody or their quality of life. There's not a single number on this resume, not one. How many patients per shift? How many people did she train? And how many times has she floated to cover a short staff situation and kept things from falling apart? None of that is here because Jordan doesn't think any of that counts. And it does count. It absolutely counts. This is exactly the problem the Skill Leverage Worksheet was built to solve. Listen, it's not a resume template. It's not a trick. It's a series of honest questions that pull the real value out of what you already do. And it helps you say it in a way that actually lands. So if I were walking Jordan through it, I'd start with 4 questions. What do you do in a day that nobody else wants to deal with? Who depends on you and why? What have you taught somebody else to do? And what would fall apart if you weren't there? 4 questions, honest answers. So watch what happens. Same Jordan, same 4 years, different framework. So now her summary reads, certified nursing assistant with 4 years in long-term care, known for patient safety, staying calm when things get hard, and training new staff, ready to bring that same reliability, patience, and judgment to a team that needs people they can count on. Now that's a person and not a list of chores. All right, so let's see what her experience looks like now. Provided direct care up to 12 patients per shift across dementia, post-surgical, and palliative care units. Trained and mentored 10 plus new CNAs on facility procedures, safety protocols, and patient communication. Regularly selected by charge nurses to float to understaffed units. Trusted to maintain care quality without supervision. Flagged early patient condition changes that prompted timely nursing intervention on multiple occasions. Read that again. Did her job change? No. Did her experience change? No. Did her skills change? Not one bit. What changed is her way she described herself on paper. And that kind of difference, the shift from the invisible to the visible, is what can move someone from being treated like a $16 an hour employee to being taken seriously for a $22 an hour opportunity. The resume didn't give her new skills. It just showed her the ones that she already had. Jordan is not a special case. Jordan is the rule. I have read hundreds of resumes over the years, from people in trades, healthcare, retail, admin, warehouse, all kinds of work. And the pattern is almost always the same. Skilled, reliable people describing themselves like they're apologizing for existing. Just task lists with no outcomes. Job duties with no context, no numbers, no proof. Nothing says, this is what I actually bring to the table. And look, it's not laziness and it's not lack of ambition. It's that nobody ever sat down with them and said, what do you do every day that matters? And here's how you say it. So if you've got a resume sitting on your computer right now, and most people do, that looks like Jordan's before resume, download the Skill Leverage Worksheet. It's in the description below and it's free. Walk yourself through those 4 questions and see what comes out. You might surprise yourself. Listen, you're already doing more than you think. Your resume just isn't telling the truth yet. So let's fix it. So please like this video if it resonated with you, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, and remember, always endeavor to persevere and stay curious.